Hey y'all, so I'm going to show you how to make these delicious air fried garlic Parmesan wings with super yummy honey butter Brussels sprouts. So the first thing you're going to do is split your whole wings. I'm going to be honest with you. You can buy the drumettes if you want, but I prefer buying the wings whole just because I feel like they're bigger than the drumettes, but it really does not matter. Use whatever you can get your hands on. So this was like a family pack. So it was about maybe 3.5 to 4 pounds of chicken. And I kept the tips for stock. They're in my freezer. So you're just going to clean those, pat them dry with paper towels, drizzle them with a nice amount of olive oil. You're going to see me like go in, feel them, season them. And I'm like, just kind of going through my head like, okay, does this need more olive oil? Yes. Does it need more salt? Yes. I'm adding a nice liberal amount of kosher salt in stages, making sure that, I massage all that salt into the meat. So you're just going to go back and forth doing that. The more you do this, the more that you'll have salt discernment when you're making wings or pretty much anything else. And I know kosher salt looks like a lot of salt, but it really isn't. It's not that salty. So I'm using this Kinder's wood-fired garlic seasoning. If you don't have this, I suggest you get it. It is absolutely delicious. It actually lends a really smoky note to the garlic flavor, but you can totally use any garlic-based seasoning blend or just straight up granulated garlic, whatever you got, just do that. Adding some granulated onion because I like the sweet. It's like a slight sweetness that it provides. A tiny pinch. This is what I mean by a pinch of herb de Provence, and I'm kind of like, squeezing it through my fingers to release the oils. Some black pepper. What else did I add? A little bit more olive oil just to kind of lubricate all those seasonings. And massage that in. Then I added some smoked paprika, about a teaspoon or so, a little bit more Kinder's. And this is just cooking, man. You just gotta like go in and feel. And when you start to see the seasoning on your meat, the way that you want to, like this is a nice seasoned piece of chicken. I'm gonna add a very tiny amount of baking powder. I think I added about 1 packed teaspoon for this whole thing. And this is just enough to give us a nice coating without it being like too heavy. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see what I mean when they air fry. A little bit more oil because I wanted the skin to render. I wanted enough fat to coat the wings and to help fry up the baking powder situation. So preparing the Brussels. If you don't like Brussels, you can use any vegetable you want. This honey butter goes well with green beans, broccoli, cauliflower, anything. So I'm just prepping those, seasoning those up with some lemon pepper, black pepper, salt, olive oil. And I'm going to massage that in so that all those seasonings get all up into the nooks and crannies of the Brussels. A little bit more oil. It shouldn't be dripping with oil, but you want it lubricated. And a little bit of aged balsamic vinegar. This is the good stuff. Just swish that around and let these sit while your wings are cooking. So 20 minutes in, this is what they're looking like. I'm flipping them over and they're going to cook for another 10 minutes on the opposite side. Meanwhile, we're going to make the garlic butter. So I've got a stick of butter, some more garlic seasoning, dried parsley. This is a very basic butter. You can add whatever you want. I like to use the squeezable garlic paste. It melts better. A little touch of olive. Actually, you know what? This is the honey butter. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, wait. What the fuck am I talking about? This is the butter, the garlic butter for the wings. I'm really tripping. I forgot that I did put a little bit of honey in there just to balance it out. It shouldn't be sweet. It's not sweet, but it just kind of helps mellow out all those savory notes so it's not just so salty. This is where I'm making the honey butter for the Brussels. My bad, y'all. It's really fucking late and I'm tired and my brain is shut down. So I'm going to microwave that and just until the, look at the wings. Look at the wings. But I'm microwaving the butter until it melts down and everything's homogeneous. Toss the wings with the garlic butter and add some Parmesan cheese. This is just your everyday basic Parmesan cheese. You don't need to use anything too expensive here. Just don't use the stuff that is in the center aisle. Use actual cheese, please. So now that the honey butter is melted, I'm going to add that to the Brussels sprouts once they are out of the air fryer. Only took about maybe 10 to 12 minutes for the Brussels sprouts to get to the point where I like them. And as I'm plating the chicken, I like to hit them with a nice bit of fresh lemon to help bring out their flavors, help brighten the meat. Serving it alongside the ranch dressing recipe you guys got a couple of posts back. So now that the Brussels are roasted, I'm going to add that butter to it. It's nice and sweet. It's not too sweet, but just, it's a nice balance alongside the savory chicken. So when you take a bite of the chicken and you take a bite of the Brussels, it's just such a perfect blend. Plate that up, and I hope you guys enjoy, because I fucked this up, fucked it up. That's a whole pound of Brussels, and I ate that shit in one sitting. And I ate half that whole thing of chicken, my fat ass. Anyway, enjoy.